We're here on day one of Connected Britain, just started the afternoon. I'm delighted to be joined by Clive Selley, the CEO of Openreach. Clive, how's your day been so far?
Fantastic day, actually. It's a real privilege to be here with thousands, literally thousands of people from the UK digital connectivity industry. And for me, this is a celebration of all that's been achieved since the last Connected Britain, and I genuinely believe we're taking the UK forward. So as a collective, coming together, debating the issues, very, very productive.
Sounds great. You've just come off a panel talking about the health of the UK broadband market and fibre market. Any kind of notes from that? What do you think is the health of the market right now?
Well, in my terms, I think it is super healthy. It's super healthy if you think back to 3 or 4 years ago when we had very little fibre infrastructure in the UK. Look at where we've come. 52% of UK households now able to access full fibre from one or more of the players here at Connected Britain, investing at a phenomenal rate. I mean, billions of pounds going in to the network in the UK right now. And as far as I can see, no slowdown, right? In fact, if there is a new agenda, it is keep building as furiously as ever. But also connect. There's a big, not pivot, but there's a sort of dual track priority now. Connect people to your network. Really proud to say that we're approaching 12 million of platform and 3.8 million connected, but also equally proud to say that the altnet community are building furiously as well, and they are raising connection rates as well. Britain, the people of Britain, the businesses of Britain are benefiting.
And of course, Equinox 2 was allowed by Ofcom earlier this year. Why do you think that's so important for maintaining this kind of competitive environment?
I think it's really important, not least because it was actually designed by my customers, not so much by me. So, you know, this is Openreach listening to its CP customers, responding with pricing and propositions that meet their need and my need to connect people to this huge and ever-growing full fibre, super reliable, incredibly fast platform, right? So it's a collaborative thing, Equinox 2. So I was always confident that it would be approved by the regulator. It's a tool now for the big CPs and the small CPs alike to get out there and connect and get the benefits of ultra-fast fibre for consumers and businesses right across this land.
And of course, there's still so much fibre being put into the ground right now, and the altnet market has grown enormously over the last couple of years. But there's also chatter of consolidation. What's your thoughts on that in terms of the next few years?
Yeah, I think some level of consolidation is inevitable. I see well over 100 altnets out there, and that possibly is not what we're going to see in 5 years' time. So, and I'm listening on the panel actually. Some of the bigger altnets do sound like they are interested in being consolidators. So I think some level of consolidation is likely, and it is healthy, right? So we look forward to the developments in that space. What I would say is highly unlikely to involve Openreach.
Makes sense. One thing you've already touched upon is, whilst there is still so much fibre still going into the ground, the question of uptake is now becoming a growing part of the conversation. How do you think we as an industry need to go about convincing customers that fibre is necessary, is the next step? How do we make that transition?
Yeah, so I was very, very interested here at Connected Britain to listen to Amber Pine, who runs broadband for Sky. Sky are an enormous broadband service provider in the UK. And she was talking about the fact that people don't really understand, in very big numbers actually, quite what fibre optic broadband is and how it differs from, the hybrid VDSL technology that they are used to, right? So there's a big job to be done, I think, by the retail service providers, educating end customers.
Absolutely. One final question for you, Clive. In terms of kind of takeaways from your session, what do you think was the biggest message that you kind of wanted to convey to the audience?
I think my biggest message to the audience is let's celebrate the achievements of this whole industry over these last few years, because it's phenomenal. When you look back, how far we've come in such a short amount of time is incredible. The money we've invested in glass in this country is awesome. The regulatory framework has enabled that investment, and what I want to see from the next regulatory arrangement, WFTMR 26, is consistency, continuity. It's a winning formula, WFTMR 21, and we need it continued so that we get a decade of predictable, stable environment in which we can knowingly invest.
Very exciting times for the UK. Clive, thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you very much.